Okay, welcome everybody. Team Talk number 16 actually this time because I didn't know what to count last time. See, the one time I didn't look at the video, I was confident enough to do it and I was wrong. That's just how it works. Um, we're going to be talking about preparing for Nats and the decks. The deck we're probably we're going to see a lot of. So we didn't do any yellow reveals. Today is probably going to be the yellow reveal because I think we're going to be talking a lot about U7 and how ridiculous this deck is. I know everyone here, probably besides me, who has been playing on Untap against that deck and has been just kind of wishing that deck didn't exist at all. So, Beer, take it away.
Um, okay. I mean, yeah, the U7 deck is honestly problematic. It's easily the best yellow deck in the game. It's arguably the best deck in the game. It's not like an invincible deck, but like to properly answer the deck, you have to play like certain decks and certain builds that are honestly kind of trash. There's a few decks that are really strong that can beat that and other stuff on the playing field. So there's at least that going for it. But it's just too efficient at everything that it does. Like you have so here's the problem is that because we're going to Nats and Nats is a best of one pre-side 35 plus 5, time rules is another thing that comes into play. And this deck can literally stay at 6 life the whole game if it wants to. So that's problem number one. And
Wait,
then
it's
the
best
problem number
one free side?
yes, it's best of one pre-side. And then Top Cut day 2. Yeah.
It's Top
Yeah.
Cup best of 3?
Top Cut's best of 3. But it's on the next day. And then I think it's in the morning to Top Cut. And then after Top Cut's done, whoever wins Nats then has to immediately go play Worlds because it's the same day. So NA's screwed. NA's not winning Worlds. It's not gonna happen because the rest of the world's gonna see what we're gonna play. So NA's not winning Worlds. I'll just tell you that right now.
That means they also can't change their deck though, right? Like
Nobody can.
I mean, you could change your deck, but like
Nobody can.
right. I was gonna say no one can change. Like what you win with is what you play with.
oh, is that how it works? Okay.
I mean that's what it's been the last
I've got-
2
I've
No,
years,
got
with
right?
Worlds,
down,
right?
yeah.
With
Oh,
Worlds,
okay.
they
Well,
played
there
their other decks, right? Because that
Oh, because I was gonna say I know Ritzy played Crimson.
only America just played Crimson. That's just how that
No,
works.
but
Yeah,
that's
only
what they won with. They won Nats with Crimson.
was-
And they played Crimson, and then the year before that, Duval played Icarus, and then played Icarus again.
But Wang
So-
Po and
No, but Wang Po
He played
won with
Icarus
Icarus
and played
but
Broly.
he played
it was
yeah,
only mandatory with the
LCQ.
or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And they didn't tell them until after they won, which was kind of funny.
That's stupid.
Hmm.
Well, to be
wonder
fair,
if
we can see their
whoever
decks too, right? So like they're gonna
Whoever
go
from
this
Game
weekend.
3 is gonna win Nats, you guys take a different deck that you just have in your
The
pack.
Worlds. That'd be a big brain move. Yeah, I'll play Blue Bojack for Worlds.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Bro,
Alpha
if you
chat move.
fucking dude, if you won that shit with Blue Bojack, I think the world
yeah.
would tip.
Ollie would love you.
Hey, if you do with
Hollywood
Blue
would love
Bojack, you can get your card made and just make a 4-drop blue unison that's decent.
Yeah, that'd be great. That comes out
There
for
you
one.
go. Yeah.
There you go.
Bojack gets support next set with the Zenkai Unisons.
Probably,
There you
hopefully.
go.
Oh, that better be
but-
one of the first. Yeah, better be one of the first types.
But anyways, so with regarding like the U7 deck, right? So we're in a 35 plus 5 format. You have a very strong control deck because it's yellow. Yellow is control. It can literally just stall you out and just burn you every turn because that's the extra. It'll guaranteed burn. They're going to slam that down, burn you a life. Next turn, do it again, do it again, do it again. So they can basically just burn you 4 life and then they just sit there and stall you and you've lost that way. Yeah, it's uninteractive burn basically. So
Yeah.
you can just sit there and burn. But yeah, it's stupid. You just sit there like a
if
jerk. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna burn you down to 2.
4-drop. Yeah, if you don't get rid of the 4-drop, it's
Yeah, but they'll just play another one.
Play
It
the
doesn't
Z
matter.
extra.
What causes a barrier? What counterplays
Yeah,
any of that
exactly.
consistently?
Yeah,
Come on,
exactly.
and you tap 1 to counterplay that. Like Red has to tap 2 to even counterplay, and they're not doing it. That's just a terrible investment. And they get the
So-
draw on the activate main to play it.
Once again, yellow's the big bad for
Yellow is the big bad. So here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. So you already have a deck that can win through time rules, and then you also have a deck that has a victory strike built in, And then the Victory Strike is like nigh invincible. All the rulings are a nightmare, but hopefully the rule book gets updated so it's not like complete ass cancer because this shit is
Is
terrible.
the deck just mono yellow or is it?
It's
there-
mono
Yeah.
yellow.
Mono
no
yellow
one-
It's
minus.
mono yellow.
Yeah.
It also like
No
it's literally
plasma colors in it.
Say
nope,
what?
just mono yellow.
Oh yeah.
You only a red card like that I've seen is like people are like buying out like the Goku super combo. You can still use Krillin super combo. You can still use whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Like it's super combo is a super combo.
Mhm.
The deck is one of the best users of the Sin TP because it like builds the energy turn one to even have that card out. So that doesn't matter. So that's always guaranteed to play. And every card that it plays out basically costs one other than the SCR. So you're always going to have the extra energy for defense on your opponent's turn to play your sins and everything else. So you're drawing a literal book. You're seeing every single card you want to see. Your win con through victory strike is it's not like you don't even care about the victories. The victory strike is oh, my opponent's finally outplaying me. I'm starting to lose. You know what? Let me just play my victory strike and change that real quick. Let's solve that problem real quick. And then the problem too that it comes with that is, for example, right? You're playing blue against the U7 deck, right? You're like, okay, I'm gonna tap. They're like, oh, I'm gonna tap 4 and play my SCR. And you're like, okay. So the only answer I have to stop the victory strike is either out combo it, which is really tough against a 20 card hand, or I'm gonna have to peel off Shumai and tap 5 cards because I gotta tap 3 for the counter and tap 2 cards on as well for the auto to get rid of Victory Strike and pray to God they don't T-blow me. If they T-blow me, I'm boned. And then even if you use all your resources, or you have to tap 7 for the SGR. So even if you use all your resources too, here's the worst part: use all your resources, beat the attack, and then let's say they were smart enough to leave 1 card in hand. They'll just be like, you know what? I have 1 open energy and I have, I don't know, 25, 28 Z energy because I comboed my whole hand. Okay, I'm just gonna pay 1 and play the 30k Goku, and I'm gonna swing for 30k. I'll pitch 3 Z energy, restand it, swing 30k, pitch 3 Z energy, swing again, swing again, swing again, and the SCR is still on the board unless you removed it. So there's still the tax in play, which means if you even had super combos to survive with, sorry, you can't even get your draws of those unless you can tap more cards. So guess what? You get shafted either way. No matter what you do, you're getting boned. It's
Yeah.
extremely stupid.
Testing into that, like I now
And then not
strictly
even
I don't run the 0K bottom deck 1 draw 2 super combos anymore
true.
just because of just because of
It's
that
true.
deck. It's
You need
funny.
0 10K super comp. You can't do the bottom 1 draw 2s. You just die. Like
Mhm.
it's terrifying. Like I don't know. It's a big problem. But it's not the only like strong deck in the form. I'm not saying like that's it. Like that's the end all be all. There are definitely other decks out there that can definitely beat it. It's definitely a very beatable deck, and it's still a very skill intensive deck. So like you mess up like at any point, like you can be severely punished, right?
Yeah, and
But
that's the problem too. Like if you swing with a card while you have a card standing, then you lose to Bergamo. They've given it
Bergamo, that
they've
5
given
power of
it
a
a
Super Saiyan.
yeah, they've given it Power of Super Saiyan, yeah, is banned, but they was like, you know what? Let's give it a full
It's
play
even
set of
more of
that's searchable.
And then don't
That's
forget the leader,
searchable.
rest cards ignoring barrier and draws for doing nothing. He's literally scratching his fucking head.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like so
That's
you
a
have
lot.
all that to deal with. And then here's like other crazy niche shit too. Like you could play like a ramp deck and be like, okay, you know what? They have 50 cards in, cool. I'll just turn the tide, right? Okay, cool. Now they'll just respond by counterplaying with a blocker or something. And then you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to crit you, but I'll swing 30k anyways. And then what do they do in the crackback? Oh yeah, that's right. The Gokus made for the archetype, the common, uncommon, and rares, all are actually playable from your Z energy. So guess what? Even though you turn the tide of them, they can literally be like, you know what? I'm going to tap 1, play this guy, tap 1, play this guy, tap 1, play this guy, and just kill you.
Yeah, those commons, those are some of the best commons and uncommons in the game.
Like it's the deck is literally lunacy. And then what do they do? Oh yes, let's limit charismatic villain. The only way Green had to consistently answer the 6 drop at least. That was a real dick move.
Yeah, the only way I've probably only beat that deck like 4 times, and 3 of those times was because he milled himself out. I wasn't even playing a mill deck. I just had enough
And,
negates from the mill itself
and that
out.
is to be fair. Yeah.
Cooler
Mill
Bill.
can beat the deck.
So what's the hard counter, Mail?
And then lose to red and like other decks.
Hey man, just play Sin. Senzino, baby.
and still
Where's
lose to all
Carl?
the other
Where's
decks.
Carl? Let's play
Yeah,
Senzino.
where's Carl?
The problem
Where's
with
Carl?
the problem with Cell Zeno is so the deck can be very control. However, it can kill you on as soon as you have 3 energy, the 6 drop can just kill you. Like if you tap 1 or whatever, like Sin is cool because you can just use a unison to free play like the Nimbus or Floodgate or whatever.
The deck's energy choking the opponent too.
Oh yeah, if you tap out or leave 1 energy up and
You're
it's
done.
your turn 3 and
Yeah,
their turn
Bergamo, yeah,
4,
you're screwed.
they pay 1 energy for the 6 drop. You tap your 1 for petrification to try to hit that or high negate or whatever. They just tap 3 for cooler counter, and then they just combo 3 here, combo 2 here, combo 3 here, and they can take you from like I've been taken from 6 to 0 with a 13 card hand, 1 negate and a dream, and just
Oh, I
13
said
cards.
one negate and a
man.
dream. So
Because it's
black
swinging, so it's swinging for 40. No, well, black does have like some unique tools to answer like the SCR and stuff as long as you're not Bergamo. So like it has the tools to be able to win. Where I struggle is just closing the game. Like I'll survive the SCR, they'll be tapped out or whatever. But it's just like, trying to close out on the game with their 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 card hand with they literally +1 in the deck with the super combos. So it's just tough to get them from 6 life. Because like Beer was saying, they can sit at 6 life. The deck takes itself down to 4 life and then you regenerate your 2 life. So if they want to kill you, they can take themselves down to 4 to turn on their super combo or 7 to 5 to turn on their super combos just to try to kill you. And then they go back up to 6. So like if you lived and try to defend yourself out, now you just burned all those resources to try to
You
close
just
the
tell me
game.
about life regeneration. It gives me KP vibes, man.
Oh, it's worse than
Technically, you can
KP.
awaken at 8 life with the deck too. It's supposed to put itself down to 6, but like you can like on your turn 4 or whatever, play the Z extra, play the 6 drop Goku to put yourself from 8 to 6, flip and awaken, do your bullshit, and then when
Oh
you
yeah.
pass turn, heal 2 cards and go back to 8. Technically, you could just stay on your front side for the first 4 turns and do that, and be like, yeah, I'm an 8 life leader, turn 5, turn 6, have fun.
Wow.
Because nothing really changes
I hope
between
I
the
pull a lot
sides.
of this stuff for this deck. Deck seems fun.
And
Yeah,
what I think all of it's SCR. I think it's going to be a cheap deck too. Like I think it's still going to be cheap. All the SRs have the SPR versions, I believe.
yep.
And you gotta think too, like this set has the god rare, so there's gonna be so much product that's gonna be cracked.
Oh yeah.
This deck, every deck of this set's gonna be so cheap.
Mhm.
Well, I'll definitely be doing a box opening on Friday, so I'm supposed to pick up my 1 box I got.
May you pull the god rare, buddy.
Hey, I will. I'm due. I haven't pulled anything great from Dragon Ball since the collector's booster.
Yeah. I mean, I've said my piece about that deck.
Yeah, I contributed. And somebody in the comments should leave the answer they figured out to U7.
There's gonna be an
Yeah, right.
answer.
I mean,
There
there
is.
has to be
People
an
on the discussion group have said, "Oh, there's an answer," but that won't say what the answer is. It's like, okay, well, obviously you're talking out of your ass.
because it's in Nats season and people
Yeah.
want
Yeah, but the people that are saying are the people that like might get their invite from like a pass that's down, or might get the invite from like getting like 12. Like they're not the people that are winning it,
Gotcha.
like winning regionals. Like, don't act like you're gonna win something. Like last year's Nats, you were like maybe top 100. Like you didn't place like top 32. You didn't place top 16. Like stop acting like you're that good.
At least they placed Charles. Jeez.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I got hired to judge it. My bad.
Jesus. So, like, other than U7, is there anything out of the set that's worth?
Future Gohan is very good.
Yeah, Gohan. Yeah, that deck is
floodgate-
actually really
the
good too.
floodgate seems snap.
Oh yeah, that floodgate is sick, and they eroded it so it works properly.
Yeah, yeah.
17-18 is also very strong, extremely aggressive. The Gohan deck is very, very good. It reminds me a lot of like U7 Goku. Very efficient plays, a lot of multi attacks, a lot of good draw power. I guess that's why U7 didn't have a draw power, but either way. The only like problematic thing though is like it's a deck that needs to consistently build a Z energy every swing to keep making its activate mains free.
Mhm.
So what's actually funny is even though that SR is extremely broken in every red deck, Explosive Dance hard counters that deck because that deck consistently only has like 1 to 2 Z energy at most to be able to do its own plays. It can't facilitate its own deck otherwise. So like red versus red, if you're not playing that deck, you better side an Explosive Dance, and if you do, you're probably gonna have a good time because they can't do anything without that, without their
The,
Z energy.
I mean, the deck definitely does. I mean, I know it burns a lot. It sounds like it plays into the hands of Oob,
Yeah,
blue Oob. It definitely
Well,
sounds
the
like
thing, they get rid of their own Z energy though too. So,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I
then get rid
mean,
of
mill
all of it
Oob
right
against
away.
maybe.
Mhm.
I mean, we already talked about yellow U7. But like, yeah, Oob mill is not really
That
no, I
could-
mean, you know me. I never play Oob Mill. I mean, shout out to my boys that came out with Oob Mill, but you
yeah.
know, I'm not a Oob Mill fan. I
Did
was a
you-
Oob aggressor.
Did you see the? I'm sorry, I missed the kind of the part early beginning part of this, but I'm back now. Hey, did you see the Oob reveals or whatever?
No, I have not.
Oh yeah, there's a couple new additions. It's not really what we needed, but it's nice.
Okay, I'm gonna have to definitely check that
Mhm,
out
mhm.
for sure. So,
Yeah.
okay, I mean, in reference to like preparing for Nats, I mean, obviously that is the deck to beat, for the most part. But like, what else are we thinking that that people should know about as to keep on the
So,
radar?
so there's a lot of decks that still matter and can beat that deck, can also be beat by that deck. So like there's decks that can answer it, but they lose to the decks that it beats. So it's kind of interesting. Like for example, some people are like in some of the discords I've seen people say, "Oh, Aegis Gogeta destroys U7," but then Aegis Gogeta loses to other stuff. And then there's like certain people saying stuff like, "Oh, well, Red Pan can like hyper aggro this or hyper aggro that," but then realistically, in which Red Pan is probably the best red deck. Let's be honest
I
here,
don't say
like
that deck
mono
got a
red.
lot of tools.
Oh, that deck is probably easily the best mono red deck. But the issues with that deck too is like against a really good control player, you're not doing anything. But against a bad pilot, like a bad control, 100%, you're eating really good. And Pan can beat the stuff that beats U7. So it's like this weird wishy-washy seesaw type of thing. And then like for example, like Green Gohan, even after the nerf, is still strong. Like that deck is still quite good. It's not going anywhere.
You're still
Go
drawing
Bros
with
still
the book. It
exists. It's
doesn't
not
even
going
matter.
anywhere. The Green Trunks is also not a bad deck. That ain't going like that. That could also do stuff too. Like there's a lot of viability and a lot of options still, despite that one deck being the boogeyman. It's just if you're looking at the top tables, like that is definitely the deck to beat if you're trying to get the top tables. But there's a lot to like prep against. It's not just that one deck is the problem.
So you mean Green Zamasu, right? Right, guys?
That deck is terrible. Don't
Right,
waste your time.
guys?
Don't
Right,
even
guys?
don't even start, beer. Don't
That
start.
deck is trash.
Don't start.
It
It
Don't
has
turns
start.
to
three
color.
colors.
You know what? You know I put in work with that deck.
Oh man.
It's
I hate
fine.
saying
With
decks
your
are
terrible
bad,
draw
but
to
it's hard
awaken,
to
that
say
like,
that deck is okay.
no, that
You know
deck
I
is
put-
bad.
You know I put in work with that deck. So sorry.
How's Gohan without the 16?
It's fine.
It's worse, but it's playable.
Yeah,
It's still
Yeah,
strong.
it can still.
They use bursting rage.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
yeah. I think that's the biggest nerf is like you kind of just know what secret rare your opponent's on now.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a broken SCR, though. It doesn't matter. Like when they need to
Right,
double strike, they'll
yeah.
double strike. You can't let a leader swing through. If you get down to 2, you just cannot let the leader swing through no matter what you do, because they're just yet again the bursting rage will just do the job.
Is there any other like oldie but goodies? I mean, other than like the previous format.
I would say
mean-
Golden Frieza, but we know that
That got
not
banned.
anymore.
It was.
All right.
Making Kabura is good. I don't know. if
Make
we-
Kabura. Make Kabura
is good.
actually.
Yeah, I saw Brian Samuel won a regional with that. The last regional with that.
Yeah.
I've
Meki
seen the
is good.
format's pretty open. I think you could.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can win with any color. You can easily top with any color, which has not been the case in the last 2 nationals.
I mean, yellow is
Like-
either blue yellow, blue, yellow. One of those 3 colors is winning that, and it's done it
Yeah.
the last 3 times. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
black
think
didn't top last year. There you go. That's the only color that didn't.
I think we're
One
gonna
green,
still
one
5
yellow.
colors top. I think
Yeah.
solid 5.
Shoot, don't be surprised if somebody comes out with prismatic and just wins the whole thing, and then we could say every color won.
Prismatic's good.
Prismatic can
Wow.
play a lot of the answers to U7. Prismatic can like the deck. It's hard to fit tech into that deck because you got to go so heavy on the dual colors.
Yeah, you play like 4. You have room for like 4 cards.
But like you could just side out 4 cards and side in 4 cards for each
Right.
color or each I guess matchup. Yeah.
Still one of the best counterplays in the game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it hits the 4 cost for that stupid deck. That's the big thing. And it
Mhm.
actually hits the thing.
I think the only problem I didn't do like extensive testing with it, but like if Sin comes out and like with a lot
Sin
of
hard shuts
U7
that deck down.
Sin, it shuts down the Z deck.
Yeah, you
Or
have to. And then that's the other issue too. Like when you're going to Nats, like if you're like going with the intent to top, you still have to make sure your main board has all the tech options in the main board because if you make it to top cut, well, it's best of 3. You can't pre-side. You got to make sure you win game 1. So now you got to make sure your main board and those black smokes and those anti-sin cards, anti this and anti that. You got to make sure your main board and all that because it's top cut on day 2.
Yep.
Yeah, that's shitty
And
that you can't
not
like
much more
rearrange your
time, but
deck.
You got a little bit more time, but not much
Mhm.
more time.
Like,
yeah, you're needing to whatever deck you're running, like you need to have like 2 to 3 like copies of cards that can answer barrier. Like whatever the cheapest, most efficient is, you need to have 2 to 3 of those in there minimum.
Time to start digging in the carpool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've been.
Yeah, we've been finding some wild stuff.
Yeah. But
So what consensus is U7 best deck or
it's the boogeyman.
It's best deck. There's answers like to slow
Gatekeeper
it
deck?
down and stuff, but yeah, it's
Yeah, it's the
definitely
gatekeeper deck.
yeah.
But I mean, we've seen what happened last Nats, right? Sin and
used to be-
SS4 were the gatekeepers.
and there goes
Mhm.
Crimson
And
coming
And
into the
then
answer.
Crimson flew under the radar until it
yeah,
did his thing.
like I still think U7 will do great, but I think
Bruh,
people really need to get to
Hey,
testing.
21. Tap all their stuff now.
There's a lot of good decks. I think the thing with U7 is that it's so well balanced into the field that in order to counter it, you got to pick this really off meta shit,
And
and
then
that probably loses to the field.
Mhm.
So
let me
kind of get in.
with duos
What's
going
that?
to 1. I was gonna say with duos going to 1, being restricted to 1, it just probably
Yeah.
open 3 more slots for you to do something else.
Yeah, that hit was like cool. I got, spots for the new Vegeta TP or whatever else you want to add. But yeah, that's the problem. Probably is that it's so good into the field that you're gonna have to play some rather obscure deck that isn't gonna do so great into the field, and just hope you play U7 all day.
And
And
you gotta really know how timings work for like dual attack and stuff like that against that deck. Like not
Yeah,
going into the weeds, but if you don't know the timing for autos and stuff like that, that'll just cost you the game.
Yeah, there's definitely some ruling nightmares with that
Yep.
deck.
Too many
The
ruling
SCR
nightmares.
alone is a ruling nightmare, let's be real.
Mhm.
I
The
promise
worst.
you, the judges will know the rulings, and if you don't, it's gonna be a bad
Mhm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as a player, you got to ask yourself how many U7s, if that's the gatekeeper, how many U7s do you expect to face in like an 8-round tournament? Because if it's less
rounds.
than half, which is probably going to be the case, people still play what they want to play. Even if, U7's the best deck, they're still going to play what they want to play. But if it's less than half, then your really rogue, cool anti-meta pick is probably not the right choice. Like you're gonna go 2-6 and beat 2 U7s, cool, but you lost to whatever.
Yeah, I try to compare it to Green Gohan. Like on average, like each regional I faced between 2 to 3. of those. But then there's that one or two where I probably only faced one. But
Mhm.
I saw
I
that.
guess do we think U7 is going to be as popular or more popular than Green Gohan?
I think it depends if people pull the SCR or not, actually, and depends on how much the price of the SCR is. If it's like, remember, like back when like
came
Realm of the
out?
Gods, when Vegeta SCR, and that like SCR stayed at $400. Like, yeah, U7 was popular, yeah, it was topping, but only the people who could, like, people only really wanted to play the deck if they had access to the SCR. Most people would not
Yeah.
play without that SCR, and it stayed at like $400 for a long time, just like Beast Gohan saying they stayed at like 400. This could be a situation where, even though, yeah, it's a God rare set, it still may be a situation where the SCR stays at a very high price because of the hype around it, and it's U7 Goku. It's a like it's a UI Goku. It's a collector card, right? So there is a strong, like there is a, I'm not gonna say strong, but there's definitely a chance that even through the secondary market, it stays at a high price, and that may gatekeep certain people from even buying into the deck or taking it to Nats because of that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it may just become dirt cheap by the time
Yeah.
Nats comes and everyone has it.
I
I can
mean,
see that.
if you need you need it here you go.
Nice reprints.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think if you're a top player, you'll still shell out the money because you're gonna play what you want to play, what you think is
Yeah,
gonna win.
if
But
you're
when you're looking at a field, if there is a a
Mhm.
price, a gatekeeping of the price, then yeah, you won't see as many in the field. And again, that's really what's important, right? Is because once you get into top cut, that's all you're gonna see probably.
Yeah, but it's a
If it
step by
is,
step.
yeah, if it is the best deck, like that's the issue. Once you get to top cut, you might see a bunch of it, but you got to make it to top cut first.
hmm
Ain't
You
that
got
the
to
truth?
get there. And it's best of one, bro. Best of one
Yeah.
pre-side.
Yeah,
35 plus 5. Like,
Yep.
like I don't know about anybody else, but like you need to like, if you're not timing your matches now when you're practicing with like your friends or your teammates or whatever, you better turn on that stopwatch and be like, oh, 35 minutes. All right, if we got 5 minutes, and then like end that match right away. Like, who cares? You have to learn and get a feel for like how long 40 minutes is. It can be very quick or very long depending on what deck you're playing and depending on your opponents. You got to understand time rules as well, and
true.
understand what is slow play and what is not slow play as well. Because man, oh man, there are some people who do play fucking slow. So make sure you're aware of that, especially in a best of one. 35 plus 5. That's really quick.
Just play
Like,
hatch.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
U7's
yeah.
gonna be
Seriously.
a higher life than you, so you better figure that
Either
out.
play quick or use time to your advantage and play Android 21.
Or
You-
Sin
Or and
Shenron.
heal.
Yeah.
Hatch
do your
does
thing.
kind of shut off that 6-drop. Good point. I mean, you
Mhm.
still might get burned for 3-4 life, but at least it can attack 7 times.
That's a good
Can
point.
they can swing with the same card again and again?
Yeah, you're
You
right.
just
They
can't swing with
can.
anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You,
No.
you
I thought
got
it was.
petrification. You're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So
All
it
right, never
gets
mind.
You got like a
fully
billion
countered.
negates.
Hatch, especially, yeah, they got a bazillion negates.
You're
Mhm.
fine.
that's
Forget
great.
everything I said.
He said, "Forget everything I said."
We'll remember it. Don't worry. I went with you. I shook my head. I believed you. Now I'm
I did
betrayed.
too.
I'm good at convincing people
It's
when
great.
I believe that things, even though when I'm wrong.
It's because the cat's behind you. It gives you credibility.
I can't believe you even noticed that was a
Oh
cat.
yeah, yeah. There we
Of
go.
course I noticed there was a cat. Are you kidding me? Look, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
I saw the
Good
job, man.
boots.
He has an eye for the bussy.
That's
You're damn
well,
right.
that's devious, Nats. And we got what? European Nats is this weekend, I think. The set
Yep.
releases the same weekend. That's tough for them. I feel bad for
Excuse me.
them.
It's gonna be
But
really
then
different for us, right?
oh
Like we
yeah.
have so much time to test.
And
Their
we have
nats is
TPs.
like, yeah, we have TPs. They don't.
But
Our
oh,
nats is gonna
oh,
be, or their nats is gonna be like our nats last year.
Mhm.
Normally it drops like same week, right?
but I was gonna say that even though we get all this time to test, I mean they play different from us. So
They do.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
but it's just a little bit of data, something, a little smidgen of
It's
info,
true,
right?
because Big O might just be playing chilled. You never know. Could just make it work.
This is
maybe
true.
even Demigra. I don't know.
Hey, he's been cooking with that deck. I saw him cooking with that deck.
Yeah.
If it's black, he's probably cooking with it.
Just got to figure it out.
And meanwhile,
just-
we have One Piece Nats happening too.
One Piece.
Yeah,
one.
baby.
2,500 players.
I'm ready. I don't know if did it get to 2,500.
Yeah, it sold. The most sold out like right away.
That's their net, not ours.
Wait, ours is 25. I thought it was 2,500 for ours too. No.
I don't think so.
Who's
Ooh.
theirs? Who's their net?
Europe was 2,500.
Europe was 2,500, but I don't know if ours is going to be 2,500. But I think it's probably going to be less, honestly. But I don't know. I don't know how big that venue is.
I don't know.
Where we're going to be at, because you got to think about it.
Just 4 Nats is happening the same day.
Yeah.
Same time and everything. Yeah.
And also Fighter Z is happening too, and I think something else too. It's
like we're probably not going to see each other except at night. When we go back to the Airbnb or hotel, wherever we're staying.
Here's a message to everyone there. If there's gonna be that many people, wear your fucking deodorant, please, for the love of God.
Oh.
For the love
Oh
of
my
God.
I might actually
That's
just bring
all.
deodorant sticks.
I always do. Are you
Good
kidding
grip
me?
of your
Wait,
shit
let me-
is-
let me catch somebody not wearing deodorant.
I'm not above that, dude. Fucking last year, net. I know I sweat like a fucking pig. I'm gonna be putting deodorant after every goddamn round. I'd much rather be sweating like a pig than smelling like shit. Like
in between rounds.
yeah, like
Let me-
literally,
let me
fucking
catch
go
somebody
stick up.
smelling like hot dog flavored water.
Like ugh.
He's just the venue. Have some proper fucking food. That shit was terrible last year. $10 hot dogs, $5 bottles of water. Oh, it's closed after 4
$10
p.m.
hot dogs for an hour. You got an hour to buy them.
Yeah.
And didn't we order pizza?
Jay ordered like
got a
8 pizzas for us.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
We munched down, and then
Jay?
some people. Yeah, it was Jay, and then some other people like, "Oh, can we have some?" She's like, "Yeah, by all means." Like, what?
Yeah, that was after hour 13 of us being there.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I always just grab a fig Newton and a banana from breakfast.
This
and
man
just
says
make
fig
sure I got
Newton,
a
bro. What are you,
liter of
80?
water.
I
I
mean,
love
you
fig
gotta-
Newtons, okay?
I snack all day,
But I can't see shit.
Even when I'm at
I
regional.
have cataracts.
That's another thing, people like when you're playing in big tournaments and stuff like that. I guess we can talk a little bit more about Nats prep. Something that I've always like kind of told people to do is play through, like when you're testing, don't just test when you're like fully operational, test when you're fatigued. And try to fight through your mistakes, and you're gonna make mistakes when you get fatigued. So like when you're at Nats playing 9 rounds possibly, and then having to 10 rounds, you know, and then if you make it to top cut, you got another 15 rounds or something like that, depending on how many games you're playing. Definitely test through your fatigue.
Stamina.
Yeah, you gotta build your stamina up, which is like a reason why like I'm testing for One Piece Nats since I'm playing in that, and 12 games in one day is a lot. Especially if they're just straight through. Like I literally played for like 5 hours straight. Like it's wild. So if you,
I mean, that's true.
like if you guys can test like that, test to where you burn yourself out and then just try to fight through it. Because that's what you want to do. You want to test and try to be great. Because I'm doing everything I can to be great, especially since it's the first One Piece Nats, baby.
Preach.
You got this.
But
I'm the lone wolf, baby.
that's why Beer said NA's not winning worlds, right? Because how can you expect someone to play, 20 plus rounds in 2 days and win
it's
everything?
Too much.
It's ridiculous.
And don't forget, the other regions are watching you play. They're watching you. They're expected, because you can buy spectator tickets. They're gonna sit there and watch you play and be like, this is what. That's his tech option there. Oh, that's how he does
They
that
really
there in
want
this
Ollie to
situation.
redeem himself. That's why.
And then, do they
Fair
have to
enough.
keep
Ollie
the
world
same deck?
champ. No, I
Do
don't
they
think so.
keep the same deck from Nats Worlds for NA? No, you
I
can
actually
change
think that'd be a really good decision, so that what Beer just said doesn't happen.
right.
You know what I mean?
Have a backup deck for if you win.
But then all Nats would have to occur like
in LA,
that's legal,
but Worlds is in LA for Dragon Ball, but One Piece Worlds is in Japan.
Yep. Well, it's because it's the Dragon Ball Battle Hour, whatever the heck it is. It's on there.
Take me to
'Cause it's
Japan,
cheaper,
baby.
bro.
I want to go to Japan. Take me to Japan.
Mhm.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
I'm trying to go there. I'm trying to see what that life be like.
Yeah, win Nats. You got this.
Oh, you already know, man.
When?
Easy
Yeah.
ticket
Pac-Man
right
Special
there.
going crazy. Going
Is
crazy.
it winner or top 2?
I don't know, honestly. I think it might be top 2 because I mean, we've done top 2 in all the other games. So since we're the biggest region,
Yeah, I would imagine we would have 2 people.
I mean, theoretically, I wouldn't be surprised if they had 2 people from every region. To be real with you, it
Mhm.
just depends on the size. To be realistic, so it's a matter of people. I don't know. Bandai figure it out. I probably should go look, but that's neither here nor there right now because we got to get ready.
Can't wait to see the 2 people playing Battle Spirits.
Oh man, it's so funny because like
Making
don't get me
bank.
wrong, I don't know if they're still expensive, and I need to go look because I actually like some of the Gundam cards that came out in that set too.
There's
It's
Gundam.
actually a fun game. It's
I know,
genuinely
right?
a
As
very
soon
fun
as he
game.
said Gundam, I was like,
So
wait, maybe I need to look.
they had Gundams, bro, and I
Mhm.
was like, oh baby, I need to see it because I know booster boxes are like $25 at one point for Battle Spirits.
As long as that game keeps going, then I know DVS is safe. That's all I know.
That's it's just like that's your barrier right
buffer.
there. Yeah, the
Yeah,
buffer
That's
right at the
my
bottom. It's
buffer.
like
Yeah.
like,
if
all
they're
right, so you gotta
alive,
can something.
we're good.
I'm pretty sure we know what's
I
up
just know
first.
we're not bottom of the barrel yet. That's all.
Yeah.
Pick up one of these. It's like $40 though. It's a Wing Gundam card.
$40 for a card?
Yeah.
It's a
Is it
Gundam,
like
bro.
a secret?
Probably
rare?
more than a booster box.
I don't know if it's
That's actually true. I remember 2 months ago I was looking. Set 1 booster boxes for Battle Spirits were literally $35.
I don't know the rarities. It says CR at the bottom.
I don't know if that's like a secret
Mm.
rare kind of thing.
Maybe a campaign rare or something.
Maybe. But like
'Cause I know
or
in Japan they're pretty big on like CR rarities, like campaign rares.
yeah,
It's kind of like the Sun Gohan rares. That's it.
got you. But yeah, their cars are like stupid cheap. I saw somebody. There's something happening here in Atlanta, coming soon, and then like it's some huge cash payout. So I know a couple friends that are going to that, and gonna try to do that. So I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, I might try to pick up some of these Gundam cards if they're cheap enough, or I can get them cheaper than what they are. But they're like $25 to $30 a piece. The highest one I saw was 40. But the Gundam cards look cool. That's the only thing that I actually can say that I like about Battle Spirits. Because Gundam,
It's actually a really fun game. It
They
actually
had a
is genuinely
Barbados
pretty
card.
fun.
I'd probably grab it.
it's cool. I mean, I played it. It's cool. I'm not gonna say it's not cool. It's just not my cup of tea.
It's
But
cool. It's a shit.
like to
It's
manipulate
cool. I
your
hate it to death. This game
tone,
should die. It's cool.
Hey, it's cool, bro. It's cool.
I mean, it's alright.
It's not Dragon Ball and it's not One Piece. So those are my 2 favorite games right now. Like I wanted my hero to be a game for me, but that's not a Bandai game, so it's all right. My hero's all right. It's the best RNG game ever. Like that's the truest RNG. Correction, the truest RNG game ever. Because you're playing off the top that whole time. The whole time you're playing off the top in My Hero. But, they're making a Yu Yu Hakusho card game, so that's gonna be
Oh,
nice.
what?
Gangster.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
They're making a Yu Yu Hakusho card game.
Oh,
That's
The
shit.
same people that made My Hero.
I don't know
So-
about that anymore. Then.
Okay, see you later. That's
UFS, I think is what it's called.
That's
But
sick. I think you
yeah.
show.
yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is dope. So I was like, I can't wait to see those cards
Mm-hmm.
because, well, they did it before, so it's supposed to be happening again.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Neither here nor there.
Whatever.
Yeah, man. I'm excited, man. That season, baby, is some of the best time.
It is.
The prep. The prep.
The
I
fucking
just
wait
want this
list.
dang
That's what
rulebook
this
to
is.
update.
Oh, you're still on the wait
I'm
list.
still in
That's
this
right.
goddamn wait list. I hate that it's till the 21st to find out if I can get it or not.
purposely did not sign up so you could get in. What
I
do you
know.
mean?
I thank you for that. But the other 800 people that are probably in front of me, I don't know. All I'm saying, best
Hey,
of one. We
you're
could do at
being
least 46
generous.
rounds.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I did not think Dragon Ball was gonna cap out.
I didn't think so either, but apparently.
What
I
was the
didn't think
cap?
it was
Is the
gonna cap
cap
out.
500 or 2?
Oh, did they
something?
cap it at 500?
I don't know what it was. I was asking.
It's
We have no
512.
idea. We have no idea. The numbers weren't put out.
512 from what I've heard. I read
Yeah,
it somewhere.
where'd you hear that from? Because even I don't
I
know.
read it somewhere. Bro, I don't fucking
You
remember.
two fight to the death now.
Don't cite my sources.
He doesn't want that. He doesn't want that.
Honestly, I might have heard that from Fash actually.
He
One
doesn't
of the
remember.
Oh,
Facebooks
don't,
on
don't do
this.
that to Fash. If that's true, don't do that.
No, I
He
swear to
doesn't
God,
want
bro. I'm pretty
I,
sure.
I, I
Fash
heard it
said it's
was. I heard it was
512.
capped at 512.
Yeah, you just backing on Miguel now?
You know what? I heard it was
No.
512 now
I'll
too.
I'll go cite my source. Give me a couple minutes.
Yeah, you better APA format that shit.
Yeah.
Crazy APA
Mr.
format,
Mr. Medical School.
Yeah.
double space, double line.
Well,
I need a header and a footer,
Yeah.
well,
page number, table of contents.
And a screenshot still.
I want toes with that footer.
ooh, there we go. That's gonna cost extra. But
Yeah.
I guess while he's
They should-
putting his thing into son of a citation machine or whatever that fucking thing is called,
That site's down.
Is it down? Well, everyone's going out. You got to learn how to do it on Microsoft Word. That was the one thing in my college English class that was useful. How to cite IEEE directly from the thing. But where the hell was I? Nats Prep. Any final words on that? I think we covered a lot of it. By that I mean U7.
It's not Nats Prep. It's U7 Prep.
U7
so just be
Prep.
ready for it.
And-
Seven is not gonna be popular. Don't prep against it.
Don't forget.
Nice one.
It's coming from Faisal.
Showed up
Don't
late.
do what I did and chug vodka the night before Nats.
Do what I did and chug whiskey instead, because vodka sucks.
Oh, hold on.
Or
You
Get
can
him
do
the
what I
fuck outta
did.
here.
oh my
You
god.
can do what I did and had 2 edibles.
That works too. Well, I didn't know where the fuck to get it down there. It's a little harder to come by than up here in Canada, where I can literally go walk outside and fucking see a store right
It's right
there. Yeah.
Anyway, before we get on that topic on our YouTube channel,
It's Canada. We're protected somehow. But alcoholics, drug addicts, beer. Finish it off. What's going on? Get us with that outro.
I mean, as usual, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic time practicing for Nats. Hope to see you all at Nats because it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a good time no matter what. Of course, shout out to Game 3 for sponsoring us. Bringing everybody together. Make sure to check out Kaioken Cards. Make sure to check out the PacMan special. Make sure to check out UniX TCG, Hoffman's Lab. I mean, I guess you could check out my stream, but who gives a
What'd you
shit?
call him last week? You
Um,
call him Pac West? Is that what it was? Was PAX?
We call them PAX special.
PAX special. That's what it was.
Did I?
Well, we know who at least made it to the end of the video.
Yeah.
There's our fan right
I gotta
there.
fix it. He's gonna
Good
beat
job.
me up.
Well, yeah, that's right. That happened. But yeah, otherwise, what's that we always say? Stay super.
There we go. That's the enthusiasm we need right there.
Super.